You're going, Tobe.
You don't even know, so you can't tell me, do you?
Nope.
That's
We're
what
going.
I figured. Anyways, back at Hoagie's Garage, and like every week, we're going to run through the sponsors real fast. Hawk Wings out of Jackson, Minnesota. Build you a wing for whatever you want to put one on, I think. Rapid Graphics in Rock Rapids, Iowa. Get your cars lettered, get your signs made. Bud just had a whole bunch more push truck signs made to hang in the garage. Mount Tabor Cabinetry out in central Pennsylvania. Look it up. Give Chris Thistle a call if you're needing something done out that way. I don't know how far he travels. We should ask him that sometime, how far he actually would travel. Morning Sun Marketplace out in central Pennsylvania again. Rick and Sue Fritz. Huge flea market type place. My Race Pass. If you don't have it and you're into racing, you need to get it. S2F, start to finish. They got Power Eye. Several tracks they follow. I know we read them off last week. We don't have it pulled up now, but they had, I think, 6 or 7 different races to watch last week. Houston Speedway, season's over, but it was a great year. Thank them for sponsoring the show. Turn 2 Lodge, Knoxville.
I think Houston's, I think we're going to have on next week. I think
Next
Doug
week?
Johnson's coming on with some announcements about some stuff.
Perfect. We'll learn something new. Then we just got to write it down so we remember it. Turn 2 Lodge at Knoxville. Literally what it says. It's a house you can rent. You can stay right outside of Turn 2. It's like a block from the track. Kaiser Aluminum Wheels for all your racing wheels. I think they do brakes now. Be wiser, buy Kaiser. Fulkins Brothers Trucking for everything they do for me and Bud, for me especially, and for racing in general around the area and throughout the country. Heartland Hardware and Appliance in Brandon, South Dakota, George, Iowa, and Hayward, Iowa. I think they even got bedding, right? We don't mention that every time, but they sell beds too. Hero Haven for all that they do for the first responders, the vets, the trips they take them on, everything they've done for them. It's a great organization. Look them up sometime. And last but not least is the Lumber Lounge and Garage with Bench Racing with Shane and Snow. And I believe they're doing their show at the same time we're doing ours tonight. Well, they probably don't start till 8 Central Time.
I just want to show Rapid Graphics.
Yep.
These are tins. He blows up some pictures that we take of Tobe doing the push truck, Tobe and Ann. And every year we have some. I know you can't see them right now. Like I said every time, I show you the shop. But
someday we will.
We got all kinds of pictures.
We got a whole
all
bunch
over
of them.
the place.
More than what I'm worth.
And look at this.
We got a new one.
Octane Ink blew that up. Isn't that pretty cool? Thanks to Brad at Octane Ink for doing that. That's so awesome. All right, are you ready for the podcast, Tobe?
I think you go with it.
Hey, we're here at Hoagie's Garage, and we have Scotty Milan on. Scotty, is that right?
It's Milan.
God dang it.
You had a 10% chance of getting it right, bud.
Milan. I probably should have said Milan instead of Millen.
Yeah, but that's why we live where we live, because we
That's
don't
right.
have to worry about it.
How you doing tonight, Scotty?
Oh, pretty good. Just busy, as usual.
So when you say busy, what keeps you busy? Racing or your job?
Both. But mainly, during the week I'm working on cars, buying cars at the auction, putting engines in them and selling them. So.
Okay, so
that's busy.
explain what your job actually is then.
I'm a wholesaler, so I buy cars at the auction, fix them up, and sell them basically. And
Okay.
I don't sell them retail, but wholesale.
Yeah. So you buy like a damaged or wrecked car or something like that, or?
Yeah, I mostly do mechanical stuff, so anything
Okay.
that's bad engine. I do a little bit of wreck stuff, and then I'm the kid that does a little bit of everything. So
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. When you say kid, how old are you?
I will be 23 this month.
Yep, that's a kid.
Yep. When did you start doing this job?
I got my dealer's license or my salesman's license when I turned 18. So I've been doing it for a while, and before that I was doing it off Facebook Marketplace, just buying, fixing, and selling on there from when I was about 16 to 18, and then I started doing it through the auctions.
Wow. We got a genuine entrepreneur here.
Yeah, no kidding. That's awesome.
I don't think I was doing things like that at 16.
So where are you from? What's the family situation like? And girlfriend, married? What do y'all got?
So I am from Fort Collins, Colorado. What do you mean by family situation?
Well, are you?
Girlfriend, you married? What do you got going on that way?
I got a girlfriend.
Okay.
Does
Just so that way the girls know that listen to the show that you're off the market. You know, we don't want to create no problems for the.
Yep.
That's what we're really concerned about. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
So
does she like racing?
Yeah, she's new to it, but she likes it.
Okay, that's good.
Hey, before we go too far, your business, for in case we got some people out in that area listening to it, what's your business called and how do they find you? Is it a Facebook page or is there a number or what do we got?
So I'm not really open to the public. It's private, so I'm only wholesale, so I only sell back to dealerships themselves.
Oh, okay. Not a problem.
So nothing really to put out there.
Perfect.
No, that's good. That's good.
And it's easier because you don't have complaining customers.
There you go.
Dealers, you know.
Yep, let the dealers worry about that.
That's right.
Yeah.
So my son lived in Fort Collins from about August to January here a few years ago. Worked at Colorado State for their football field and all that stuff.
Sure, it wasn't January to August. It wasn't January when I went out there with you.
It was December.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so. We brought him home right before Christmas.
Okay, I'm wrong again. Damn it!
So, but anyhow, there's like nothing in Nebraska, nothing in Colorado until you get to Fort Collins.
Yes, it's pretty flat too.
Yeah.
Drive, especially if I were to go to Missouri or head that way. It's just all flat and boring.
Yeah. I mean, once you get to Fort Collins, that's where the actual mountains start.
Yes, they're right in our backyard. And everyone's like, "Oh, you probably go up to the mountains." No, we stare at them every day, and we don't go up there. So.
See them every day. Don't need to.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I got to see them in the rearview mirror when we left. We got there in the dark.
Yeah.
Same with people that live on a beach. They probably don't go to the beach every day. It's just right there.
If they do go, it's probably on like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday when the tourists are all gone.
Yeah. So, what did you actually start racing with? How young were you, and what did you actually start with?
So I'm about 8 years old. Well, I was I think 5 or 6 when I first tried quarter midgets. And I didn't really like them. I wasn't just, I don't think I was old enough pretty much. So then 2 years later, or 8 years old, that's when I started running quarter midgets. From there, I've been racing ever since, nonstop.
Okay, so where did you race quarter midgets?
So we have a track that's about 45 minutes from Fort Collins. It's in Dacono. It's just a little quarter midget track. That's where I started. And then we ended up going all over the United States, traveling with quarter midgets, did the whole USAC tour, and I won a couple of USAC national championships doing that. It progressed into that, so.
That's cool. How old were you when you won a couple?
I always won at our home track. I would say probably around 10. 10 is when I started to do pretty good, all the way up until about 13, 14. I was pretty big for quarter midgets then. Probably should have moved up a little sooner, but my last year I won 3 USAC national championships in 1 year. I was really good in quarter midgets.
That's awesome.
How do you win 3 in 1 year? Different classes or different?
Yeah. So there's like 5 or 6 different quarter midget classes. We ran 4 cars every night that we raced. And they all had different motors in them.
Holy smokes.
How many laps would you get on a night then?
We'd get hundreds. I'd say we'd probably get 200 laps.
Holy ball, you had to be in pretty good shape then.
Yeah, I was.
So you're not anymore or what?
Well, I am. Now I got we got power steering, and just everything's a little bit easier in those. I feel like you don't have to hold your head up as much. There isn't a real seat in those, so.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when did you switch from quarter midgets? What'd you go up to next?
I was about, I want to say 14 or 15. I just went straight into micros, and I raced for Dave Ellis. He builds Ellis race cars out in Arizona. So we would fly out there every weekend to run one track out there. And that's where I started running the micros. And at that track, I won. It was me and another guy. We'd switch off winning every other weekend pretty much out there. So I progressed into micros pretty fast over there, and then ended up with Joe B.
Yeah.
In the micros.
Okay. So you go right from micros to 305s, 360, 410, or what? How did you progress up from there?
Well, the first car I ever ran was a 410, so I went straight out of a micro into a 410, and we practiced. I'm not sure what track it was, but it's not too far from Joe B's place. He had me getting his 410. It was one of his spare cars, and I just turned some laps in it, got practice in it one night, and then I think our first night was over at Farmington. And I ran my first race over there with the 410. And then after, I think we ran the 410 a few times, and then we decided we were going to buy a 360. Went and ran the 360 for a little while, probably one season maybe, and then just went back to the 410 stuff. We still run the 360 here and there when we can. If we're off in 410, we'll go run the 360, but mostly 410 stuff right now.
Okay. Well, we talked about it a little bit before we come on here, but are there a lot of, we don't get there I've been there once for 10 or 12 hours to Fort Collins, but is there a lot of tracks in the area for you to run at, or is there quite a little traveling involved?
So there's two tracks. There's one down in the Springs, and then there's one in maybe it's Callahan. I honestly don't know, because I've never raced on dirt in Colorado.
Seriously?
I've never been on a dirt track here.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
That's an interesting fact right there.
Dirt race, I've been out of the state.
What is your closest track that you go to?
I would probably have to say it's got to be one of them in Kansas.
Okay.
I would say that would be the closest, probably about a 10-hour drive.
Dodge City or something down there.
Yeah.
10 hours is your closest one. I think it's time for you to move to Sioux Falls and go Houston to Knoxville.
Yeah, we were talking about doing that, run a full season over at Knoxville, or go up to Houston, or do something like that. This year we committed to the Power Ideal, and this year I feel like I've grown a lot as a driver running that Power Eye series. Just different tracks all over the place, but it was just good to race with people that and didn't tear much stuff up this season.
So, being you don't race in Colorado, how many races did you get in this year?
I want to say 38.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, if you figure 10 hours per race, that's a lot of windshield time.
Well, we fly every weekend.
Yeah. Well, somebody's got to get the car there.
Yeah, Joe B. Yeah, so we have Joe B. houses our car and maintenances it and works on it. And same with Derek and Ethan. They all work on my car during the week, and then I pretty much show up to the track and race it.
Yeah, I guess as long as it works for you, it ain't such a bad gig, I don't think.
How did you get hooked up with Joe B?
So that Dave Ellis that I raced those micros with out in Arizona, Big Al knew him or used to work for him, I believe.
Big
Well,
Al.
I might be wrong, but Big Al, I think, worked for him, and then Big Al was trying to get Dave to get Joe B some cars for free, and then for a micro deal, and it kind of didn't really pan out. But anyways, it panned out for me because I got to go race with Joe B, and then started out micros, and we were just renting a micro from him, and then Joe B was racing his sprint car, and we were about sick of micros. We're like, well, let's get a sprint car. So it kind of just evolved to me into his shop, and he works on it and hauls it around, and that's kind of the story on how that happened.
We were looking at each other, and for some reason, Big L rings a bell in our brain. So somebody's either talked about him or something. Well, just last week, Shane had some guy that was Big something. Was that Big Al or Big Mike or?
I don't know.
He had a Big something on his show last week. But no, somebody else has obviously talked about Big Al. Is he still out in that area, or did he move away or anything, or don't you know?
Right now, he is working for Kyle Busch. He's working on his kids' cars.
That's where we've heard it.
Well, I'm not sure I knew who Snow had on last week.
Oh, it could easily be.
I listened to most of that while I'm driving around,
Yep.
but he was having some technical difficulties, or on my phone was. But I think I'm gonna have to look at that one again now, learn a little more about him. So sounds like from what I was catching, if it's the same guy, he's a hell of a nice guy. He's done a lot for different people in racing. But anyways, so I don't screw that up any more than I already did. So you run Power Eye all year this year. That was your first full-time year with them?
Yes.
Okay.
I ran their deal when I did the micro deal with them too.
Okay.
Friday.
So it looks like you've had a pretty good year. I just kind of looked up 410 Power Eye, and you're fourth in points from what I see.
Yes, this year, I think from my standings, I have 16 top 10s, 6 top 5s, and 1 win this year with them.
Okay. Where'd you get your win at?
Lucas Oil Speedway.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of a fun place to get a win.
Yeah, we have always been fast there, and like, I don't know, I've probably been there 5 times and jumped the car. Like, we've been fast every time and then just jumped the car. And then I started 13th that night, and you know, I didn't really have it in my head that I was gonna win, but like, we got about 3 or 4 laps in, I'm like, I got the car to win tonight, you know, just putting around on the bottom and started passing cars, and everyone's ripping the top, and I'm just like putting around the bottom, like slow, very slow.
Yeah.
And ended up, I think, taking the lead with like midway through the race, just running the bottom, and there was like 2 or 3 cautions before the end of the race, and stayed out front. Joe B almost got me, I think, with 10 to go. I missed the bottom a little bit, but yeah, it was pretty awesome to do that and build up my confidence in the.
Oh, absolutely.
Was.
Yeah, and believe it or not, I think we watched that one in here.
Yeah.
I seem to remember that race.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I think they even talked about, maybe with you in the post-race interview or something, that Joe B, you know, takes care of your car, works on your car, was catching you or going to run you down, whatever. But
Yep.
okay, see, every once in a while I amaze myself, bud.
We have 3 TVs in here, so there's times we're watching one feature, and of course all the frickin' A features come on at the same time.
Doesn't
so
matter if you're watching East Coast or West Coast race, they come on at the same time. Seems
swear.
like.
So.
Exactly.
I don't know how they can do that with a 3-hour time difference, but they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
No kidding. So out of all the tracks you go to, what are some of your favorite ones? And that can even go back to your micro days or whatever. What have you really liked?
I really liked Crawley's Ridge. That's one of my favorite tracks to go run a sprint car on. I was running a 360 there, running second, and had some bad luck and ended up wrecking, but that track is just really fun. It's a smaller track, but it's just something about the place. It's down in like a ravine area and trees. It's just a cool place. And
Where's that one at?
I don't even know.
He doesn't know. He flies to them all.
Yeah.
He just drops off.
Well,
and
it should land in an
goes
airport, so
races.
it should have a town. That's why we're gonna like this guy, because he can't remember anything either. He's just like us, like. Oh, I shouldn't be that way.
I would say that's one of my favorites. I really like Lucas Oil. Where else do I like? I like Knoxville. It's just scary.
Yeah.
We were able to run there once this year, and it's a really fun track. I just wish I could figure it out. I just need a lot more laps there. I see that track's pretty fun.
You don't have to feel bad about that, because there's been a lot of guys who've said that Knoxville is such a technical track to hit the bottom or to
It really is. It's weird how fast you're going and how flat it is, and like you miss the bottom by an inch and you're sliding up, or you hit it right on and you are like hooked on the bottom. It is the weirdest feeling.
And you screw up on the top and hit the cushion too hard, and then you're sucked into the wall, and they say it's a tough track to run.
Well, that's why I think it's even more amazing what Tim's has been able to do there, because he doesn't have a ton of races there, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we raced with Tim's in the micros and stuff. And he's always been really good.
Yeah.
I think just him going there and running like the rest of that season there really, really helped him.
Oh, I'm sure it did. Well, they ran the whole year there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that Dylan Bloomfield just moved like just north of Council Bluffs a little ways, and I think he's planning on running Huset's and Knoxville all of next year. So that's kind of cool that he's doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big step to do as well.
Oh, yeah. Yep, to move your operation to the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Well, middle of nowhere to most people. The sprint car world knows where he's at. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, being as we don't know, or I can't remember anyhow, what's the number on your car, and does that have any meaning for you?
So that it's number 97, and that hasn't always been my number.
Okay.
So my number when I was in quarter midgets and I was running Ellis's car, it was number 4. That's just the number that my dad always ran, and so I took over his number. And then when I went to Joe B's, Big Al picked out my number 97. Okay. And ever since then, I just been running the 97. I never, there's like really no meaning behind it.
Yeah, you just don't argue with Big Al.
Yeah.
Well, just run it.
So you said your dad raced. What did your dad race?
So we have a local asphalt track around us, and he ran Legends and then stock cars. And then after he was really good in the Legends, just locally, and then he ended up running sprint cars. He ran a midget at the Chili Bowl. I think he flipped it and then sold it. And then he ran 360 sprint cars, I think the ASCS tour, like around us, because they have a circuit around us, because we have 2 tracks in Colorado, I think the Nebraska track, and then New Mexico area. So there is some tracks and racing, but it's just not as good as out in Missouri. But he ran the 360 stuff. He just I don't know. He never was like super good, but he didn't have the people around him to be really good, you know.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. It all takes a support team. I could just see the ad,
Yeah.
Bud. Good used midget, only half a race on it, you know, for sale.
Yeah. I think after that it scared them a little bit.
Well, the midgets are super fast for the little thing that they are.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yep. I've never been in one.
But I always thought them legends just looked like they'd be fun to drive.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got to know how to drive, and it's still gonna be going faster than you think. But they just look like they're fun.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really twitchy is what I heard.
Yeah, I believe that. When you get to the racetrack, you know, you fly everywhere you pretty much go. How is Joe B setting the car up? Who sets your car up? Do you have your own crew chief? How does that all work on a given night?
So, Derek is the one that. So Derek, pretty much, he lives right by Joe B, and he works on my car. His kid Ethan works at Joe B's shop and maintenances my car and does all that during the week. Derek, he hauls my car to the track. He sets it all up. He does pretty much everything to the car. So he's been, you know, a huge success to my racing, and every weekend he's always there. We struggle some nights, but we always figure it out.
Yeah, well, you're racing on dirt, so every night's gonna be different. So you're not gonna get them all figured out right away.
Yeah, we're always trying something new too.
Yeah. Do you have any races left for this year yet, or what do you got going on yet this year? Anything?
So we have 2 more nights for the Power series, and those are 11-7 or 11-8 next month in Texas at Texas Motor Speedway.
Okay.
But I think not this weekend, but the following weekend I'll be racing, and then we may go run short track nationals.
Oh, okay.
At the end of October.
Where's that at? Where's that at?
What's that?
Where's the short track nationals at?
I believe it's in Arkansas.
That could easily be. They got some short tracks.
And you want to be a little further south by the
You
end of
definitely-
October.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's been nice enough around here. You could have kept racing, but that's not but 1 year out of 20 where it stays this nice.
Yeah, I know. We were just in. Jeez.
Guy,
We
you're
were just
making.
in Iowa last weekend, and it was 89 degrees out.
Yeah, she was hot here last week.
Yeah, this morning it was. I think it got down to 35, 36 somewhere in there.
36
So
is what I heard.
just so you know, it does change.
But it was still damn near 70 this afternoon.
It
so.
was. It was beautiful.
You got any snow out there in Fort Collins yet, or nothing making it over the mountains yet?
Nothing's made it over, but it was 37 degrees out this morning and ended up at 72. So.
Yeah, pretty much the
Just
same
like
thing we
us.
had.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
we got more bugs. So next year, what do we got lined up for next year? Same type of thing, or are things changing?
We haven't really discussed that. It's something me and Joe B kind of have to figure out together, because it depends on what he wants to do and what I want to do. But we may consider running the Power Ice Series, or we were kind of talking to go run at Knoxville.
Yeah.
Do like a full season over there, but we really haven't discussed much. We're gonna kind of wait till the last race for the Power Eye and then go from there.
Sure.
No. Is Joe B the one that has shitty coolers
No,
sponsor? No.
See, that's what we get for thinking, bud.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to
come
think.
on, you don't know who Joe B Miller is?
No,
No,
I
we
know
who
he
Joe
is.
B is,
I
but
just,
you're trying to think of the
I'm trying to
sponsor.
think of the sponsor. So is his the red, white, and blue one then? I'm way off. Yes? Thank God.
Oh, you 50%, bud.
Well, it kind of, yeah, it's not like, I don't know. It's got red, white, and blue on it. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but don't ask me.
Who the heck is?
You're like, I had to go back home to get stuff that I forgot when I was partway over here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Who are your sponsors?
I got a whole bunch.
Good.
So my biggest main sponsor is scottsauto.com, and then we got Osler Group, Chris Lewis with Lewis Trucking, Speed Shack Performance, Flying A Motorsports, CSI by Bandit, Engler Machine and Tool, 67 Towing, Phil Osler, MRP Chassis. I think that's the majority of them.
You did better. I got mine written down, so.
It's the only way we can remember.
We ain't doing it off of memory, I can tell you that, so.
Well, I got mine right here in front of me. I'm just making sure that's all of them.
Oh, that's awesome. What kind of last question before we get to some rapid fire questions here? What would be the ultimate dream with sprint car racing? Is it to stay in sprints or is it to do other stuff?
I think go run with the Outlaws, but just needing I feel like I need more seat time to be there, but
Sure.
That would be something, it'd be awesome to go travel and run with the Outlaws or do a high limit deal
Yeah, that would.
for a race season.
Yep. It'd be a good long season for you.
Absolutely.
This season I could just see how much I've, gained and how much confidence and how much better I've gotten just over this year running with this whole series.
Yeah.
Doing that and, running with the Outlaws, that's a whole nother level.
Yeah, there's a lot of good cars in that Power I series.
Yeah, there is a lot of good cars. It's, it's not the Outlaws, but
No.
it is a good group of guys.
Yep.
Nobody's a slouch.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes racing fun.
Especially
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah. All right, we'll hit you up with some rapid fire questions. If there's something that we didn't cover that you want to talk about, make sure you let us know at the end. So, what's your favorite kind of ice cream?
Mint chocolate chip.
God,
Pretty
that
popular
one
one.
is
That's
really
a popular one. You a cat or a dog person? Oh, this could be a
Yeah.
neither. What'd you say?
I would pick a dog over a cat.
Okay.
Okay.
Good man.
I'm taking it you don't have either.
No.
No. All right. Do you have any hobbies other than racing?
I would say I do excavation work.
Okay.
That's a hobby.
Okay.
You kind of do. You kind of are a jack of all trades.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I was waiting for fly fishing.
I don't really get out of the shop much. Like right now, I'm building a '74 Ford right now.
Oh, really?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Old school. That's way better stuff.
Yeah.
I took the 069 overnight, bud.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Riding old school.
Yep.
How about a favorite movie? Do you have one of them?
Yeah, I would have to say right now it's probably The Beekeeper.
Well, I don't think I know that one. What's the gist of that one?
It's about this lady that gets scammed out of like $1 million, and she ends up like killing herself. But the guy that did it, he was like hired by the government prior, and he's like a killing machine, and he'll kill anyone to get to whoever did it to her. And it's like a really good movie.
Oh,
The
there you go.
Beekeeper.
We'll have to.
You better write that
you better
one down.
write that down, Tom.
Oh, we won't remember.
It's actually, the name's kind of dumb, but it is a really, really good movie.
I was hoping it wasn't about making honey or something, but
Well, he does have a girlfriend, so.
Yeah.
This is a good question because he's from Fort Collins. Do you prefer snow or rain?
Snow.
Snow.
Are you a skier?
I used to, but I don't anymore.
He's got to go up in the mountains, buddy. Don't go to the mountains
he doesn't
anymore,
go there.
Yeah, too busy. Out of town every week.
So, if you're going to be stranded on an island, what type of music would you have to have along to listen to?
Oh, boy. Probably country.
All right.
Hopefully the older country, 90s or older? Or do you like the new stuff?
I like some of the new music that's kind of old school, you know?
Yep. I had that on the other day and they were doing some country rap song and I just can't do them.
No, not that, but like some of the songs are just like
Yep.
are new, but are kind of, they seem like they're older songs.
Sure, yep.
So, do you have a favorite place to go out to eat?
We should have had this a year ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you going?
Mastro's Ocean Club.
Mastro's Ocean Club.
Is that in Fort Collins?
No.
Okay.
They don't have one in Colorado. They have it in like Phoenix, Vegas, anywhere that's nice.
But they're not by an ocean evidently. I just figured it'd be by an ocean. Is it being that it says ocean, is it like seafood stuff then, or what is it all got?
Yeah, it's seafood, but they have the best steaks. I don't eat anything that lives in the water, so they have really good steaks.
That works.
I'm sure they have great seafood, but I'm not eating them.
So, say the name of it one more time.
Mastro's Ocean Club.
Mastro's
Ocean Club. For steaks.
If I get back to Vegas next year.
Well, my daughter gonna be living in Phoenix again in case I go there. That's why.
If I gotta write this down?
No.
Okay, we won't remember where I wrote it down, will we?
No.
We have to ask this one because you're a race car driver. Oh no, wait,
No.
I'm ahead of things, Ray. That's yours, bud. My bad. How about a favorite holiday? Do you have one of those?
I like Christmas.
Yep. How many speeding tickets do you have?
I don't have that many, but probably like 5.
Well, that's enough for a
You're only
20-year-old.
23.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but
plenty.
How many times have I been pulled over, and how many tickets do I have? Because I've probably been pulled over 40 or 50 times.
What?
Oh,
Holy
you got all them.
Christ.
You got to tell us how you do that, because I could get pulled over again someday.
I don't know. I always get lucky with the cops. I was sideways leaving the shop one night in my old truck, and I don't know, I was drifting around the corner. A cop pulls me over. He's like, I had to pull you over because it was on my dash cam, but slow down. I was like, okay.
Man.
It is pretty laid back out there in Fort Collins.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to go out there and do our performance driving, huh, bud?
Yeah.
So, in the same regards of speeding,
This one might be pretty good.
yeah, what's the fastest you've ever driven down the highway or, say, ridden in a car with somebody else?
We were up to 170 in a Charger.
Oh.
That's moving.
One of the
Yes.
a newer Charger or an old one?
It was a newer Charger.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's getting right up there at speed.
Yeah. Yeah. Our records.
We're sketchy.
Our records are over 200, but 170 gets you up there a long ways.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a good, probably 80 mile an hour faster than I've ever gone.
Yeah, it's definitely scary, and the lines down the center of the road just turned into a solid.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That's insane. Crazy.
What's your favorite drink or beverage?
Oh wow. I like sweet tea.
Okay, that works. So you just won the Powerball. You're a multi-millionaire. Is there a car, a truck, or a boat, or is there something you always wanted that just didn't have the money to pay for it?
I wanted a Rolls Royce.
Okay.
I
Well,
like the luxury of them.
Yeah.
They're just very quality cars.
So you have to have a driver then too to drive you around, or not quite that fancy?
Yeah. That comes with a driver.
There you go.
don't they all?
Yeah. Isn't that just part of it? You get Bob to come drive you when you buy a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Oh,
shoot.
absolutely. Scotty, this has been a lot of fun. Is there anything we didn't cover that you wanted to talk about?
Not really.
All right.
One last thing. Do you have apparel, t-shirts, anything that are like for sale now anyway, or any form?
Yes. So we are getting ready to launch a website for them, and then if you're at the track, Jamie Miller, Joe B's wife, she sells t-shirts out of a t-shirt trailer. So if you're ever at the track where I am, she sells Joe B's merch and my merch as well. Thanks to her, we get to do that. If not, you can message me on Facebook.
Okay. Did you come up with a title or a name of your new website coming out, or not that far along yet?
I think it's just going to be Scotty Milan Racing.
Okay. So they could go there and possibly get some t-shirts or whatever down the road.
Yes.
Perfect.
And when I get up and going, it'll be on my Facebook page.
Okay.
Super.
That
Well,
works.
This is always great for Tobe and I, you know, to find out more about all these drivers. And, you know, I just figured a guy from Fort Collins, where the heck does this guy even all go racing and everything else? So
Anywhere he wants to, the way it
that's
sounds.
right. So that's, we appreciate your time and thanks for being on the show.
Yep. Thank you guys. I appreciate it, and hope you have a good night.
Hey, well, we're having a great night, so good luck the rest of the year, and hope everything goes for you according to plan next year.
Alrighty. Thanks, sir.
All right, take care.
Alright. We'll see ya.
Yep, bye.
Bye.